All right, I'm gonna be super subtle here because some of my kids don't like being filmed. But could you think of a greater thing in the world than all four of your kids at home playing together, having fun? Because I can't. And I'm just taking the time here to just hang out at home, not doing much because I'm still trying to recoup from my kidney stone extraction, which is very unpleasant. But look at these guys, just, I don't know. It's super fun. You can't go back in time. You can't get time back, but if I could bag up and have these guys little again, I would 1,000,000% do that.
Don't try this at home. This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Rusty Judgment. If we haven't met before, I'm Tom. I appreciate you being here. Today's video, we are going to be putting in a horse boarding stable fencing. I've never done this before. I'm sure it'll go fine, but we'll see together how it goes because I haven't done it yet. A lot of you have asked and gave me a lot of comments and helpful tips on how to not get kidney stones, and then asked how I've been. So I got 6 kidney stones removed a week ago, and it was pretty miserable. Like, it was super miserable. I went to the ER one time. That sucked a bunch. But I'm feeling really good today. Yesterday I felt pretty good. I felt like a normal human being again. Today I feel much better. And so I'm not really lifting anything heavy. I've got a skid steer for picking stuff up. I got all the materials brought out here. I didn't load those. The company I bought them from loaded them. So I've been taking it easy, and I've been, modulating or monitoring what I should and shouldn't be doing. And then a lot of you had commented things on what I should and shouldn't do diet-wise to not get kidney stones. And that is something that we are looking into as well. My doctor is sending me like some test lab thing that I need to do over the course of a month. And then we're going to have that all, I don't know, tested in a lab or something to figure out what is too much in my system and not too much. Basically, if my body is creating what it's doing. So then they're going to tell me what I need to change diet-wise. So we're working on it. I do not want kidney stones again, ever. And I do not want you to ever have kidney stones because they're terrible. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting in a horse boarding stable horse fencing. I rented a post pounder for a skid steer. It has actually it's actually kind of cool. It has like a little claw that you can grab the post, put it underneath it, all from the seat of the machine, and then drive it into the ground. I don't know how it works. We're going to figure that out today. So we're going to do that. But so to get started off, I am going to measure the property. I'm just going to put like little flags in the ground where each post is going to go. So once I get into the machine, I can just ideally be running everything from the machine, but it's going to take a little while to get set up. All right, so out here at the lots, ooh, it's always windy here. So there's the house, and we're gonna fence off this whole side all the way to here, to the property line over there, back there, all the way back here, and then the septic system's right here, the mound. We're gonna cut it just short of the septic, come around, and then go up to there. We're gonna basically try and encapsulate as much of the property as we can. So these are all the poles that we're gonna drive into the ground for the fence. And then I got 2 gates. One gate will go over there, and then one gate will go right here. By the way, this is a fun fact that I just learned the other day. Did you know that almost 70% of you who watch this channel are not subscribed? That blew my mind. So if you wanted to do me a favor, and if you want to hang around and get to know me better and see some of the, I would say silly things, but I'm going to say they're not silly things. I think that the things that I used to do on this channel have changed drastically. And what I believe that I do now is, I guess, basically real estate development, maybe a little bit of my life, and just kind of rental property stuff. So if you want to hang around for that, that would be awesome. Also, I do some car stuff every now and then. I haven't done any car stuff in a long time. I do see your comments though, and there will be some at some point in time, just not today. All right, now I've got them all laid out and marked. So these 3 stacks are line poles, those are corners, and then those are corner braces. So they're all marked 3 feet, so they're getting pushed in the ground 3 feet, have 5 feet exposed. Now I am gonna take the skid steer with the forks and just kind of drop 1 pole at each flag that I put in and get them all located where they're gonna go. And then we're gonna come back and hook that thing up and figure out if I can do it on my own like the guy said I can. All right, this will be pole number 2. So it does grab onto that guy, you stand it up, and then you can just drive it straight into the ground. It's kind of crazy. So here, I'll see if I can do this one-handed. What's it doing here? Alright, let's try it. He said you gotta have pressure on it. That's crazy. The hardest part is making sure that they're straight and square, because my depth perception is no good. Yeah, that guy's crooked. Alright, I think I need to get somebody out here to help me pound these in there straight. Alright, day 1 complete. I got to take off early today. It's Wednesday. Got to take the kids to youth group. But we have almost all of the poles in. So we as in not just you guys and I, the tenant, they actually had a baby recently, and so he's on paternity leave. So he came out and helped me, guided me, squaring up the poles, which was super helpful, because with that clamp I can grab it, stand up a pole and drive it in. But with so I'm legally blind in one eye. I was born that way. I can see like out of the edges, like I can see peripherally, but I can't see out the center of it. So that messes with my depth perception. And so it was super helpful having someone guide me to do front to back, because I could do side to side. Depth perception wise messes me up. Anyway, we got almost all the poles in. We were just doing the corners now and then the gates. So there'll be a gate where I'm sitting right here, and then there'll be a gate on the other side of the property over by the house, so that they can let the horses in and out from where they're at from the house, and then they can go in and out to feed them from over there too. So we'll be back tomorrow. That machine is amazing. It took us an hour and a half to put like 70 some poles in the ground. It was crazy. Hey, just finishing up at the gym. I've had, I'd say a decent amount, no, not a decent amount, very few comments suggesting my intentions of going to the gym, hitting on women and that sort of nature. I don't know if you could tell how drippy sweaty I am. And I'm wearing a black shirt today, so you cannot see that I'm soaked literally through everywhere. And my arms are shaking because my muscles are fried. This is how every day at the gym ends. The purpose for going to the gym is to clear my brain. It is not to pick up women like a handful of people have suggested. That is not my desire or my heart. I well, you guys know I overshare. I have an ex-wife that I still love and adore, and that's what I'm sticking to. If it bothers people, it's going to bother people. But no, I go to the gym every day, and I leave dripping with sweat every single day, because it's where I clear my brain, any kind of crap from the junk of my life. I put every bit of that into my body at the gym and push it as hard as I can, and leave the gym completely saturated with sweat, which is quite disgusting, but it just kind of is what it is. So Adeline just got done working out too. She's with me here. But we're gonna head home. I'm gonna shower and get my day started. Well, you missed it. We finished the fencing as far as driven poles in the ground. So all the poles, like I showed you last night, all the poles are in the ground. All the corners are done. I gotta go haul that thing back now, that pounder. That thing's amazing. It is also extremely dangerous and scary. That thing is like, it's put in a great deal of force down on a pole. Sorry, my seatbelt's not on. But yeah, so I'm gonna go return that now. I got a handyman job I gotta go do, and then I'll be back out here tomorrow to probably hang gates, start pounding in insulators to start running fence wire, which I've never done before. So see you soon. Hey, welcome to the shop. I haven't done anything in the shop, honestly, in a really long time. And I had kind of a crappy day today. And, you know, that's just... There's been a lot of comments that have said that I overshare. And maybe I do. But you know what? That's just too bad, because this is me. And this is my life. And if you want to be a part of it, I'd love it if you subscribed and watched. If not, that's fine too. I'm going to work on this truck. I haven't touched this truck in a really long time. Actually, so this is my oldest son's truck. This is my youngest son's truck. A lot of people say like, oh, you have so many vehicles, Tom. Well, yes, there are a lot of vehicles here. And then like, this is my dad's car. And so the only vehicle in here that's actually mine is this one. The other ones are the boys's, my boys's, and then my dad's. And so I'm gonna get the body ripped off this truck because I have a new body for it that's sitting out back, just a rust-free. It's a little beat up, but that's kind of the way I like trucks. I like trucks a little beat up, like used. This truck is Dawn's dad's old pickup. And I got it from them on Trade for Labor a bunch of years ago. And I started restoring it. I put Super Duty axles underneath it. If you know anything about what I'm talking about right now, I sanded down the frame, I repainted the whole thing underneath, and then I put Super Duty axles underneath it, wheels and tires, ripped the bed off because it was rotten, and then now we're gonna yank the cab off, put the donor body on that I have on it, and just have it just like a cool old, like I always liked this body style as a kid. A bunch of my high school friends had them, a couple uncles had them, and then Dawn's family always had Fords. And so I'm just gonna swap the body on it, no big deal, and get it done because it's been like this for a decade practically. And I just need some me time and some truck time. So I love you, and I'll bring you along in a little bit. Fast forward several hours. I got an A-frame in here. I ran down to, you guys know where I went. I went down to my in-laws, to Dawn's parents' house. Got this A-frame from Dawn's dad so that I can crank the body up and off this thing. It's disconnected in all places, except there's like a few rando things connected to the engine yet. I got to disconnect a couple, it's a manual, this pickup. So what I like about this pickup is I had a buddy in high school who had this identical pickup. It was same motor, same driveline, same color, same everything. And we pounded that truck in high school, and it was so much fun. And I've always really liked the body style. And then when, I worked the deal that, I farmed for Dawn's parents all the time, farmed and drove semis. And, we'd work out barter deals. Like, don't ever give me money. Like, let's just work a barter deal. Like, just give me something or buy something for us or whatever. So that's kind of how we always negotiated labor, because they always wanted to compensate. So I took this truck on trade for labor a long time ago. And then now we're fixing it up. And so it's a manual transmission pickup, which is awesome. Regular cab, long bed, V8 gas. It's just a cool little truck. It's gonna be really fun when it's done. I'm gonna love just, throw a toolbox on it. And instead of driving my nice truck every day when I work on houses and stuff, I mean, this is a perfect pickup. Like, not to beat them, but just a cool pickup. We live on gravel, always gonna live on gravel. I don't ever want a perfect vehicle because it's just, who cares? Like, so I think it's just gonna be really fun. It's hanging from the cab's hanging from the hoist right now. I will have to start disconnecting some stuff up here in the engine bay. But I think I'm gonna go grab some dinner right now, call it a day, and then come back out here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe at some point in time. And get this thing ripped off of here, because it's gonna be really fun. Well, this is not the way I wanted this video to go, but I'm trying to do a better job of being consistent with you guys and putting out regular content, which is what I want to do. So the beginning of this video started off doing horse fencing. Then it rained a bunch and got it super muddy. And so I'm letting it dry up right now, because if I went out there right now and tried to do the rest of it, it would be a big mess. So in the meantime, I had a couple handyman jobs that I went and took care of. Adeline and I went and painted a salon suite that she does every now and then. She paints salon suites, and so she can't drive yet, so I do them with her. Did that, and then I worked on this truck. So to wrap this video up, sorry, it's gonna be more truck content. Also, you saw me go to the gym. Anyway, the body is partially picked up. I'm gonna try and disconnect everything else today, get this body picked up totally up and off of it, and end the video there. That's the plan. Also, from this side, you may think, Tom, that body doesn't look that bad. But what you don't know is, I don't know if I can do it one-handed. No, I can't. The whole bottom of this thing is completely rotten. Like, there's nothing holding it, like the core support, like this is a core support. Nothing is holding that to the frame because the bottom's rotten and gone. The floor over here, there's no floor. Like, all of this is all hold underneath here, like underneath the carpet, all gone. And so it's too much work to repair all that stuff. It's just easier to swap it out. So I'm gonna get to it. All right, well, it's a lot later. Cab's still on-ish, the truck. It is all loose. Like, it's just hanging from the hoist right now. But I've got more things that I gotta keep disconnecting. And I'm tired, so I'm gonna call it. I did not get the cab off yet, but it's close. And it's hanging. So I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow or not, but I love you, and I'll see you next time.